Hey guys, it's Fred coming at you live with another police video. I get so depressed watching some of these videos. It seems like it's just become a daily event for police officers to watch the video. Now, talk on the other side.
In our 5 o'clock newscast, we told you about a Brooklyn police officer who's accused of hitting a man's car, leaving the scene, and later assaulting him.
Seems hard to believe, but now 19 investigator Mike Mason is showing us how investigators are handling a case involving one of their own.
On April 30th, Juan Wyckoff says he had just left work and was driving along I-90 when the Chevy Silverado struck his Kia and took off. He then grabbed his cell phone to record himself chasing the truck while both vehicles drove erratically, exceeding speeds of 100 miles an hour.
He's on the wrong side of the road, on the other side of the yellow, running through a red light, getting off the highway, getting back on the highway.
The truck's driver turned out to be Brooklyn Police Sergeant Paul Stein, who was on his way to work. Wyckoff says at the time he didn't know he was following a cop to the station's employee entrance.
He wasn't in uniform yet. He didn't give me a command to say, like, get out of his parking lot.
Surveillance video shows Stein trying to push Wyckoff out the door by shoving and kicking him.
In my face, like pushing me hard, very aggressive, trying to really get me back.
Wyckoff filed an assault complaint against the officer. He then met with Westlake Police to file an accident report as their body cameras were rolling.
Cut me off. As he's doing that, he hit the back of his truck, hit the car. He just...
Oh, so he cut you off? Or?
Yeah. Everything, he took off. So I'm chasing him, he on the shoulder, he's cutting through traffic.
Wyckoff explained how he says Sergeant Stein assaulted him.
I started kicking him, he mugged me down there, punching me in my face. And just to find out that this dude is a cop is crazy, man.
We're going to talk to the other dude, too, and see what's going on. And then we'll be submitting, charges to the prosecutor.
A Westlake detective later calls Sergeant Stein to get his side of the story.
Apparently you were involved in an accident on your way to work this morning. He claims I hit him. I never felt an impact. Were you aware this guy was chasing you the whole time? Oh yeah, I was trying to get away from him.
I was trying to get away from him. I don't want to stop the video like this, but I was trying to get away from him, guys. Pay attention to that. You're a police officer. You're supposed to head in when everybody else is heading out. Somebody's chasing you and you're not curious why, or that they may be needing assistance or they may need help, but you're trying to get away from them. That's called a clue.
Okay. Because he was driving like a bat out of hell. He claims that I assaulted him. He tried coming after me and I shoved him right back out the door.
After filing reports with both agencies, Wyckoff says neither one updated him on their investigations.
Sad.
So he turned to 19 Investigates for help. Has any detective reached out to you?
Nobody has reached out to me. I didn't really know what to do.
We confirmed the officer's identity and obtained reports from both agencies. In Brooklyn's report, it states Wyckoff followed Stein to the police department, complaining about a collision he had on I-90. Although Wyckoff provided a written statement detailing the incident, Brooklyn's report doesn't mention the alleged assault since it's still under investigation. But when Wyckoff filed the crash report with Westlake Police, officers there documented it.
He pushes me. Pushes me on my face.
Brooklyn's law director tells 19 Investigates the city is still investigating the incident, and once it's completed, a special prosecutor will decide whether to file any charges. Meanwhile, Wyckoff feels if the tables were turned, he'd already be arrested and charged with several counts.
Hit, skip, running and leaving the scene of an accident, assault.
We wanted to interview Brooklyn's chief of police, its law director, and Sergeant Stein himself. However, they all declined our request.
Can you imagine that, guys? Can you imagine that being two civilians out here on the street and one of them chases the other one down and something happens? The police chief, the public relations, the sergeant, every one of them, they'd be lined up to be in front of the TV camera to give you an interview and tell you what's going on and so forth. The supervisor, the chief, none of these people would meet with a news agency. Why? What are you trying to hide? Why would they not meet with the news agency? Why would a police officer kick and shove and punch and push a man that's trying to get into the police station? He wants to get into the police station to file a report. He wants to contact somebody because he just chased this man through traffic at 100 miles an hour on camera. It's on his video camera. This police sergeant cutting in and out of traffic over 100 miles an hour. Is that unbelievable? And we wonder why officers continue to do the things that they're doing. There's no punishment. There's no reason for them not to. And other officers see this action and they see that they're not prosecuted, they're not fired, they're not even reprimanded. They shouldn't be reprimanded, they should be fired. One strike and you're out. As a police officer, there is no substitute. We should, if we're going to have people policing us, and we do, we need police officers, but we need good, honest, law-abiding police officers. If we're going to have other people policing us, and I'm not a cop hater, guys. I was a cop for 40 years. This is not somebody out here that's been arrested or been treated wrongly. I'm telling you, as a police officer, I'm stunned. I'm shocked that what I'm seeing now that I'm retired, and how these agencies are continually allowing their officers and even approving of it. Because by keeping them on the job, by not disciplining them, by not firing them, you're approving their actions. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And if you're not dealing with these officers and punishing them and firing them, then you're condoning their actions. Sad, sad.